Let's turn to some April Fool's fallout, shall we? This is for Volkswagen. The company is under fire for a marketing prank gone wrong.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst April Fool's pranks by companies.
Water.
For this list, we'll be looking at jokes from businesses or professional offices that inspired groans, outrage, or had unintended consequences. What prank do you think failed the hardest? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. A really distracting fake UFO. Virgin Group.
Branson and crew, a crew of 5 others, rewarded for their pioneering spirit 4 minutes of weightless joy in space.
Before billionaire Richard Branson got serious about going to space, his company decided to give civilians a taste of what might be amongst the stars. In 1986, Virgin Group made a hot air balloon look like a UFO and flew it over London. The trick was so convincing that drivers stopped and many notified the police that a potential invasion was imminent. When an officer reached the balloon, someone dressed like E.T. apparently greeted the official. This didn't make the lawman instantly laugh. According to officials, the UFO stunt wasted police resources and could have fostered a dangerous accident on the road where drivers stopped. The officers were probably happy Branson's company went on to invest in spacecraft instead of more E.T. suits.
So I was curious, what's the closest you've come, and why do you keep doing these things that put you so close to the edge?
Number 9. A Hummer giveaway becomes a bummer. KBDS-FM Radio.
This better be good. I'm a busy man.
You just spent 30 minutes trying to win a radio contest.
For my wife.
It's pretty common for radio stations to give away big prizes for simple contests. So, a woman named Shannon Castillo believes that KBDS-FM Radio, aka Play 103.9, was giving away a Hummer.
You say you do just about anything to get your hands on one?
Yes.
Well, KQRS has good news for you.
All she had to do was figure out how many miles 2 Hummers had traveled after a week. Once Castillo guessed an appropriate 103.9, she was brought in to receive her prize, a toy car. The pranked listener didn't let the radio station off the hook and sued them for around $60,000. Although there's no indication that Castillo won the lawsuit, we think the radio station learned the potential cost of a misleading contest.
You see, what we have here is a gift certificate.
Number 8. Reviving a meme too soon. Lucid Mattress.
An innovation in sleep technology so dank, we have nothing else to say.
In 2016, news spread that a gorilla named Harambe had been fatally shot after a boy fell into the animal's enclosure. While the incident provoked a wide range of reactions, no one could have predicted that this tragic event would inspire a bed. A company called Lucid Mattress decided to advertise the Harambe just in time for April Fool's Day in 2017.
Expertly handcrafted from 100% authentic faux fur. Designed from the very beginning with your comfort in mind.
They offered the chance to lie on a bed with realistic fur and big arms. Although this uncomfortably realistic bed had a few fans, others found it to be completely tasteless. While it was popular to make memes of Harambe at the time, the company might have released this joke product too soon after the gorilla's sad demise.
The bed of your memes.
Number 7. Fake news about an alien invasion. The Al Gadd newspaper.
What's that sound? I never heard that before!
A print outlet decided that aliens would make the perfect April Fool's Day joke in 2010. So, they issued a paper with a cover story that claimed extraterrestrials landed near the town of Jaffa. But people didn't exactly get the joke.
It's the same everywhere. Once the tripods start to move, no more news comes out of that area.
Not only were security officials sent to investigate possible visitors, but the city was nearly completely evacuated. Unfortunately, the ruse was exposed before life in the town was seriously disrupted any further. The paper narrowly managed to avoid getting sued by the mayor for the big prank. After this incident, they could definitely report on how seriously people take news about aliens.
That's too bad. It would have been a really great story.
Number 6. A punny and unfunny name change. Volkswagen.
The first rule of a good April Fool's prank is to make sure that the joke isn't on you, and unfortunately, Volkswagen has learned that the hard way.
After Volkswagen got into hot water for tricking officials into thinking certain cars met environmental standards, you'd think they'd take it easy on pranks. Yet, they attempted to win consumers over with another joke in 2021. News started spreading in March that the company would change its name from Volkswagen to Voltswagen because it was leaning into more electric cars.
Earlier this week, the U.S. subsidiary of the car company announcing it was changing its name from Volkswagen to Voltswagen.
Soon after outlets started buzzing about this change, the company let everyone know it was a big hoax. While several journalists became outraged at the ruse, the company faced threats that an investigation might be started to see if the deceptive name change was illegal. The backlash the company faced might keep them out of the race for best prank on future April Fool's Days.
Guys, I hope that the jokes keep coming, but that they're executed a little bit better in the future.
Number 5. Joking about the apocalypse. Franklin Institute Science Museum.
Madam President, this comet is what we call a planet killer.
That is correct.
Most people would at least double-check Twitter if someone said the world was ending within a day. Unfortunately, this wasn't an option for a prank that occurred pre-internet back in 1940. Public relations agent William Castellini aimed to both celebrate April Fool's Day and promote a lecture at the Franklin Institute Science Museum with a scary announcement. He gave a nearby radio station a release letting the public know the world was done for in less than 24 hours.
I'm sorry, are we not being clear? We're trying to tell you that the entire planet is about to be destroyed.
After angry citizens and emergency services learned that it was all a hoax, Castellini took a lot of heat. While the world didn't end that day, the PR agent's job at the Franklin Institute was soon terminated.
We've taken that story as far as it goes. Ladies, gentlemen, I wish you a very pleasant end of times.
Number 4. Making Rick-rolling popular. YouTube.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
If you haven't been tricked into watching Never Gonna Give You Up when scrolling through videos, you must have been one of the luckiest people alive. This undying internet trend pulls viewers in with a fake title or video description before hitting them with this Rick Astley classic. One of the reasons this prank became so commonplace was because of YouTube. In April 2008, the site tricked users into watching Never Gonna Give You Up by putting bogus video links on the homepage. Although the joke was funny for a moment, it got obnoxious and old pretty quickly. We might never be safe from Rick Astley's signature track thanks to one YouTube prank.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Number 3. A twisted and false vote. Greater Manchester Police Department of Radcliffe.
If I'll say you've served 40 years of a life sentence, you feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated?
While there are many reasons an inmate can be released from prison early, the process doesn't often come down to a public vote. One police department probably knew that when they made a dark April Fool's joke. A tweet from their office claims that whichever one of their prisoners got a large amount of votes could walk out of jail sooner and get a generous stipend as they left. Outraged families of victims were quick to point out that the department shouldn't have made jokes about releasing potentially violent offenders just because of an internet poll. And we're betting prisoners wouldn't have seen the humor in it either. This tasteless poll clearly wasn't the best way for this police department to connect with anyone.
Rain!
on now.
Number 2. A horrible article. Playboy Romania.
You know I don't allow Playboy magazine in this
gave
house.
it to me. I was holding it for
You have filthy, impure thoughts!
An offshoot Romanian branch of the popular Risque magazine found themselves blasted with criticism on all sides because of an absolutely despicable move. The Office published an article where they described how a person could mistreat their spouse and hide the evidence. They also included terrible illustrations. While magazine representatives were quick to say it was all satire, they were hard-pressed to find anyone who thought this article had anything resembling humor.
Who gave you this article? Because I know that I ripped it out of every public archive.
In the wake of this horribly misguided attempt at an April Fool's joke, there were public protests and apologies from other sections of the company. It's clear the editors should have never let an extended article that made light of serious domestic abuse issues see the light of day.
I don't ever want to see this filthy magazine in my house again. Now take this away!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Minion Mic Drop Misfire. Google. Sending a message from your Gmail account on April 1st, 2016 could have had disastrous consequences if this ill-advised prank went on longer.
Send!
Message sent.
Hey, why'd you do that?
On that fateful day, Google added a button that placed a GIF of a despicable mean minion dropping a mic into outgoing messages. It had an awful added bonus of automatically muting conversations. Since this minion button was easy to press accidentally, you could reply to a serious message without knowing what happened. Gmail users were furious that they looked unprofessional.
I was going to be the picture of elegance and class, and you pinheads screwed it up! No.
A man even claimed he lost his job over the joke feature. Fortunately, Google put a stop to the prank early on April Fool's Day. At least the company can say it found the worst way to use the already obnoxious minions.
And that is how the Minions found their new boss.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.